to the poorhouse. Where the smoke is smooth, the pores run deep, and the conversation never stops. From the big plays on the field to the bold flavors of cigars and spirits. This is your place. Pull up a chair. It's time to pour one out. Pour one out for the stories untold. Let the rhythm warm your soul. Here at the Poorhouse, we keep it real. Every word, every sip, feel the blues reveal. Step in the scene. Gom's laid back, tone is legit. Bassline thumping while we all take a sip. Stories unfold on these well-worn stools. Truth in the air, yeah, we break all the rules. Cigar smoke dancing with the scratch of the deck. Microphone check, real talk, what the heck? 1 foot in the past, 1 foot on the beat. We pour out respect, feel the heat in the street.
Yo, 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 welcome to the Poorhouse podcast on this Thursday, Thursday, March 5th.
What's happening? Party people, what's happening?
Thursday before
Where you been?
The NFL free agency. We got a lot of things talking about, some Raiders drama, tag deadline, NBA. How about that NBA buzz that we got going on? And
hold on, Joe.
College hoops.
But the first, to my left, who is it?
Jay Real is in the building.
Yes, and
as always,
James in the building.
And then, yes, the twin, James, and then you got his twin, Joe. So you got you could tell we're twins. Yes, indeed. If it's your first time here, you could definitely see the resemblance.
Can you see the resemblance?
Yeah, can you see the resemblance? But seriously, folks, you will know the resemblance when we start talking about them Heels and them Cowboys, you know, and the Lakers, because he's a LeBron fan, but I don't know if he told you this.
Listen, I follow LeBron wherever he go, man.
Yeah.
Whatever team he on.
So next year he'll be a Cleveland Cavaliers fan.
Listen,
he'll be a retired fan.
I told you.
You're retiring from the NBA?
That's what I'm rooting for, bro. I hope Brian go back to Cleveland.
But look, I got to ask you, so when LeBron does retire, who's the next player you're following? I got to ask, because I've never asked this. And folks, we didn't even have this in our notes. So you're getting some raw, uncut footage.
To be honest, it'll probably be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yeah, it'll probably be Ant-Man.
Okay.
I just want to see. I mean, depending, like, if he really take the reins and do what I think he capable of, like, Ant-Man be balling.
For sure.
So, do I think that he gonna get a ring in with the Timberwolves? I mean, it's possible. They got a good squad.
I mean, they got your favorite player.
No.
That's all right. You love Rudy. He loves Rudy Gobert. He really does love Rudy Gobert, folks. Don't let him lie to you. Well, gentlemen, what are we drinking on tonight?
Oh, Blue Note? We got a special drink here that was brought to us by Our Town Realty. And we got the Blue Note, uncut, unfiltered, small batch, straight bourbon whiskey, 8 proof.
Yep. It's 4 year. I think it's only 4 years old.
It is. Let's see.
I don't think it has the age on the bottle.
Doesn't have it on here.
Yeah.
It's a cask strength, 118 proof.
Yep.
You can really taste the like it has a hint of cinnamon in there.
Yep. I was gonna say cinnamon.
It's a hint of cinnamon.
Caramel, I think would be the other one.
And it, it has a real, it's a real peppery finish.
Yes.
But
you
real
taste
good.
the proof. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely, if you like proof, if you like cinnamon, and you like that caramel.
Yes.
I mean, that traditional caramel bourbon notes. So this Blue Note,
it's definitely different.
Yeah, no, it's I think it's out of Nashville or somewhere in Tennessee. Is it Tennessee? See, folks, we
the still in Kentucky.
Sorry, I said Kentucky, but but the Blue Note, it has to do. Oh my gosh,
say Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis, Tennessee. Yes, so Memphis, Tennessee. I knew it had to do with Tennessee, so I knew it. I was like, but this was one that a lot of people were talking about I want to say about a year ago. It was really hard to find. We live in the Carolinas in a controlled state.
Where you end up finding that, Joe?
In Denver, North Carolina. So we went to I went to the new one in Denver.
Got a good selection.
They do. It was really going to be between this, the Elijah Craig 10, which I almost bought, which is $90. So I was like, thought about my wife on this one. Baby, I love you if you're watching the show. I was like, is my wife going to beat me up when she looks at the Our Town bill? Because this is a sponsorship item, so we want to make sure.
On this one?
$54, so not bad, and that's MSRP is about 52. So I was like, and again, very hard to find. They have a different version of this one, but the blue, the uncut one, is the one that I heard was the best.
Yeah.
James, why don't you tell a little bit about what we smoking on, man? Because we were smoking everybody's smoking the same cigar tonight. But James, why don't you tell us a little bit about the cigar that we're smoking?
Let's see if I pronounce this right. Ave Maria Argentum Morning Star.
Yes, perfecto.
5 by 58, so it's almost a 6. It's close, but it's almost a full body.
Yeah,
like almost full strength. But it started off a little peppery, man. But it opened up like it's a good smoke as far as the draw on it.
Yeah,
Because some sticks you get, boy, your jaws be sucked together. You trying to pull.
Oh yeah,
and it's definitely pairing well with this blue note.
yeah,
absolutely. And I'm back with the fellas tonight having a drink.
Yes.
Oh man.
Cheers.
So yes, cheers to you guys out there. Thank you for joining us again on the Pour House. We got a full slate, and let me go ahead and just open up to just as an apology. You guys probably didn't get an episode last week. In fact, I know you didn't because I went to upload it.
Yeah.
We had some audio problems, so I do apologize. But we really probably had. And cheers to Ron, who was here last week on the show that we recorded.
Cheers. We had a great show.
Yes.
Sorry we couldn't get it to you.
Yeah, maybe we'll find the audio for that show. It was just we had some huge audio problems, so we apologize. We didn't want to put out a show where, we were all mimes, where we were all talking with our hands, but no audio.
I see your lips moving.
Yeah, but so maybe some lip readers can come in. Maybe that'll be like on the lost episodes, like years from now.
Hopefully we find
somebody come in and translate.
Yeah, we do some bloopers or something, a blooper reel or something.
We'll use AI to come in and just basically talk and be like, it'll probably be nothing we were actually talking about.
Yeah.
For the NBA.
Put some Southern soul music.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll all be singing some deep tone. But we apologize. I apologize. I take pride in trying to make that right, get that right. So, but we're back. We're on.
Indeed.
We're going to get this one right.
Yes, indeed.
So,
better
again,
than ever.
Yes, we appreciate you joining us tonight. So, we got lots to talk about. Lots have happened since we even talked on our last episode.
It's been a lot going on.
A lot going on.
Yeah. Some good, some bad.
Yeah. So I guess we got to I want to start. I'm going to kind of skip around here a little bit, start on some of the topics that I think we won't talk on as much. But, I think we got to open up a little MLB. And I know for the Major League Baseball fans like myself, the Dodgers, and everybody who's excited about the Cactus League starting up and all the teams playing and stuff. So, it's preseason basically for Major League Baseball.
Yes.
But I think we had some big news coming out, especially for a lot of Braves fans, which are very that's a pretty heavy followed team here in the area. My man Profar with the 162 game suspension on his second PED. And they actually came out and said it was something to do with his testosterone. Because I think they monitor that for HGTV.
Yeah, because that gives you, especially if you're a hitter, that gives you power.
Yeah, absolutely.
More power, put it that way.
But it just makes you wonder because, this is his second PED and why he got kind of heavy-handed here. So, that's, he's losing $15 million. That's a big chunk of money.
Oh, I thought he was going to lose more than that, to be honest.
Well, no, I'm saying it's like his salary was like $15 million, I think is what he was estimated. So by not playing this year, he'll be losing about $15 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah, the crazy stuff.
But when it comes down to that, bro, somebody who making money like that, of course you got to have probably a nutritionist, right?
Yeah.
So they got to tell you what you can put it in your body.
Oh yeah.
So you got to be smarter than that, man.
Absolutely.
Especially when you losing money of that magnitude. That's mind blowing to see somebody have to sit out for 162 games, man.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's why I think when you talk about what you're putting in your body, nutritionist, but I also think it kind of opens the window to show you that a lot of these people and pharmaceutical companies, they're coming with a lot of new things that they want to test out with these players. And then these players don't really know how to, they don't know what's in it. They just going off what the person is telling them. Right. So it's like they got to put a curb on that, like who can get in touch with these guys, like companies that's coming with them, probably offering money, who knows, allegedly, don't know.
Yeah.
But, to try certain things. So I think they need to investigate that a little bit more too.
What happened to just the natural way. Instead, I mean,
There's
I
too
know
much
you
money
take,
involved now.
but I get that you take supplements and stuff. Like I ain't making no money near how they making, but I take supplements every day. Like I take what is it? I take like beet juice.
Right.
Like I take different fibers.
Right.
I take iron pills. I take what is it? Black seed oil.
Right. You got the magnesium stuff you do, but
I do magnesium.
My thing is, but see, they in that world where strength or availability, health, and that level is way up there now. So they trying things that we probably will never, be accustomed to because their body is the money maker.
It is.
So
but
it's
anytime you boost the testosterone,
oh yeah,
or you doing something that's gonna enhance you, like like a steroid or something like that, you have to know that's a fine line, bro.
Because what was the hormone supplement that they were doing when they was helping players recover?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. But they were doing it, but some people would use it to mask the testosterone spike.
Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's like those type of things. That's why I say I think they need to investigate some of these companies. And I know nobody probably
maybe
gonna
even some of
call
these
nobody
trainers
out, but
I mean, you see a lot of times it comes out to the trainers, and the trainers were dirty, and they were like,
exactly.
But I mean, the thing is too, you have all these resources, and you have your own trainers and stuff, and I think that's where you kind of run into some of the concern is, do you have trainers in all sports that are doing these things? So really, do you need to lean on the league or better your team? Because I mean, the association, the Players Association for most leagues, from what I understand, I mean, they have it set up so, hey, if you have concerns about something or you're about to take something, you could literally just send it to them and say, hey, my trainer wants me to start taking these up. Am I going to have a problem with anything?
But again, that's what I meant. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think people want to necessarily, and it's not saying you diming somebody out, but I think that's how they look at it. It's a funny situation, but to me, I just think they need to, like you saying, investigate it a little bit more.
But what's crazy? Like all the players that I follow and I hear have different conversations about taking supplements and stuff like that. All the people who've never been caught in a scandal behind any type of drug that they took, they always say that anything that's recommended to them, they send it off first. Get it tested first before I put this in my body.
You're right.
Bro, if I'm making this man dropping $15 million this year that he's not going to get, right? You telling me if I'm making that type of money, especially when we see the contracts in MLB, right?
Yep.
You telling me that you're not making enough money to do that first?
I wonder if, like I said, because again, me, I always play devil's advocate, but these companies and these pharmaceutical companies and things like that, they are big money makers. The health fanatics and stuff like that. So who knows? Are they getting some side money to take these things? And I'm just putting it out there. I don't know.
Even if you getting side money to take this,
I mean, it ain't never gonna be enough, right? And you lose your endorsements now because people are like, "Well, you a cheater."
You're right.
So I don't know.
So that $15 million is more than that because think about any endorsements that he had.
Yeah.
Right. And then on top of that, you fucking with the fan base because then they're like, hell, I don't want to root for this dude. He cheating.
Right.
Right.
No, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So it's worth way more. So for you to just get it tested first, to figure out if it's something that you can put in your body without it raising red flags whenever you test for the season.
Yep.
Versus, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Yep.
Whoever the provider of it is, they're not paying him the same money the MLB paying it.
Right. Because it's definitely interesting to see that like he's the only one.
Well, right. Because I was gonna just kind of lean into it.
Like, why is
you don't see a lot of people in any league, and like it's rare now for people to get caught, cheating or taking PEDs or taking testosterone or hormone based supplements or whatever. So I mean, which leads me to believe that maybe he just got caught. You know what I mean? Sure, I'm sure there are people doing it,
but you got to test though, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's not a single player who can skip past the testing.
Right.
Because no one player is bigger than the organization.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially leading into the season, and usually when you're on your second, they don't just randomly test you anymore.
Yeah, I would love to just know.
You got to get tested.
I would love to know his reasoning behind it. Like if he has a reason, like what is his reasoning?
I mean, can I be honest? I think he's just a cheater. I think at the end of the day, I think he's just a cheater. If you were a first time, I'd be like, okay, maybe you fucked up. Excuse my French for the children listening. But,
But my
yeah.
thing is with let's go back then talking about his stats as a player.
Oh, yeah, profile.
Is he, you know what I'm saying? You think that helped him? Now that we heard this,
I mean,
do you think that was the reason why he was successful?
He's been a good player, but I wouldn't say he's been a great consistent player,
Maybe
right?
that's why then.
And and he's definitely probably not a young man anymore. I think he profile. I mean, for at least in, I'm gonna have to look at his.
But
Let's see
now
here.
it don't
That might
matter
be
what
right.
he did in the past, because
Yeah,
now that
'cause
you got this on you, it discredit everything you did before.
Let's see here. I was gonna say how
And that
old.
might be why. It might be the, it's a young man's game. People constantly rotating in, and you trying to just
Yeah,
preserve
I
your
mean,
youth as much as you can.
yeah, he's had.
So
How old is he right now?
I don't know. That's what I'm looking for right here. Let's see.
now if he's young, then no excuse.
No, I think
I
he's
think
33 years old.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think he was in
Jerkson
his
profile. He's
30s.
33. Yeah, he's
Well, yeah,
so he's
so see,
older.
Right.
I mean, for baseball, it's about towards the end. I mean,
Right.
35 probably.
Right.
And he plays outfield, which is a tough position. And I say a lot of got people that put outfield and stuff like that, but it just takes a toll on your arm to
for
sit in the
sure.
outfield and stuff like
For
that.
sure.
But yeah, curious to see. We'll see how that impacts the Braves this year. A lot of Braves fans out there, I'm sure.
Right.
Well, I know that because actually one of my friends who's a Braves fan, I texted him. I said, "Bro, Profar." He's like, "Fuck that guy." He was so mad, but
Wow.
I get it. So
Because that tarnish your name, man.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
well,
And
I
then
mean,
especially
that's with your seasons.
it's
your
tarnish
team.
your name as a player, and then you got eyes that's gonna be on the team now.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
and your whole team probably mad at you because they're like,
Sure.
"Damn, we were counting on you."
Now, who knows? They might make everybody.
Maybe,
Everybody that got a test though.
maybe.
No, I'm talking about on that team.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and let somebody go out there and have an all-star game.
Yeah,
When they go out there and go
Right.
off, hit a couple home runs, something. They're gonna
Right.
test them before they get back to the dugout.
Right.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, let's move off the drugs. Don't do drugs, kids.
Leave them alone.
Leave them alone. Well, let's talk a little bit about March Madness. We're getting ready to, we're in March and we're getting ready to get mad. Some of us may not be getting too mad.
Definitely.
But yeah, we got some games coming up. We got the big, before the tournaments, ACC tournament, SEC, and all that. Obviously we got some big games coming up. Carolina Duke, obviously
This
coming up this
weekend.
Saturday.
Yeah.
What are you guys thinking? I'm just gonna go ask right now. Do you guys think Duke gets revenge at home?
I mean, if they do, I still think it'll go to the wire.
Okay.
I mean,
And Caleb they're leaving the door open that Caleb might play
on Saturday.
So, but my question, I guess, is not only, let's say this, if Caleb can play,
But he's gonna play in the Cavs.
well, you won with a double bye, so you got a double bye, potentially with the Miami one, and then with us beating Clemson.
Yeah.
So we got the double bye at the Tar Heels. For those of you who are Tar Heel fans,
let's also shout out that 18-0 season at home.
yeah, at
Yes.
home for the
First
Heels.
time we did that
Heels.
in the history, isn't it?
Yes.
That 18-0, and it which is great.
Just think about, yeah.
The only thing that
Credit to Hubert
bothers
Davis.
me about that is we look great at home, but away from home, we just
very bad.
we're not getting the job done.
Especially good teams, yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I mean, hopefully that'll play out well. That not having Caleb for a little bit
Yeah.
has hopefully, because I mean, you got Zayden High. I mean, which looks. I mean, I didn't have any hope for backup center, but the guy Zayden High has been bringing some energy off the bench.
Players
He
to
looks
step
good.
up.
Yeah, I'm very
Which
proud.
we needed because we had when Baseball was out, Caleb was out. I mean, we had top key players to go out.
Yep.
So for them boys to step up and play like they did, I mean, it speaks volumes, man.
Yeah. To me, I think that this game it'll show me more about Duke than you guys. I believe you guys, y'all tough anyway. I just think it shows more about them matching up with y'all. If they can't win this one at home,
Yeah.
To be
that's
honest,
gonna say
I
a
mean,
lot.
I love my Heels. I love them to death. But do I think that we gonna dominate? And I just the way I've been watching Duke play, man, and the way they've been looking, I think they may take the game on Saturday. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised. I don't want them to win at all.
Sure.
Right.
But I'm not going to be surprised if they have a good performance at home, especially after that loss at our house,
Right.
the first game.
Right.
But do I want to see the Tar Heels lose? Absolutely not.
Oh,
Yeah.
I want to see. I want the Tar Heels to beat Duke from now on out every time they play until the end of the time.
It should be a good game though.
But
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I do think like the way Duke been playing, they got potential to to have a good game against us at home because
Yeah.
they gonna come out fired up in front of their home crowd.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they already lost one.
Definitely.
Ain't nowhere in hell the boys coming out there and gonna want to lose this game. They gonna leave everything on the floor.
Yeah,
definitely.
So Carolina gonna have to play twice as good as Duke played. That's the only way we coming out of Cameron with a win.
I agree with that.
We got some big. I mean, there's going to still be. Obviously, we're getting in the tournament, the SEC, ACC. So I think that's coming up. But we got the brackets starting to people starting to predict and put some bracket
might well
plays.
hang it up. They do every year. It's $1 million for the perfect bracket.
Yeah, well,
how many times we seen that happen?
I don't think anybody ever won. I don't think anybody's won.
It's hard because
it's gonna be something upset.
The first game, somebody going home that don't supposed to go home.
So, yeah. No, absolutely. Well, then we got some. So first round teams projected, right? Currently, Duke, Michigan, Arizona, UConn. So obviously, I think all of those were kind of predictable in a sense.
You said Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's in the West, UConn out of the South, Midwest, Michigan, Duke out of the East in the first round. I mean, obviously, we'll see everybody lands.
How did Purdue look this year?
Purdue's actually got a good team. I want to say they're coming in let me see where they're currently ranked in the back. They're number 3 in the bracket in the South currently.
Tell you what, y'all better not sleep on Izzo either.
No, Michigan State, another team. They're the second. So they're only behind Arizona right now. So they're number 2. To Arizona, which, Arizona.
I think Michigan will be tough too, though.
Hell yeah.
Oh, Michigan. Yeah.
I predict. I still say, like I said, I think Duke gonna make it to the final.
So, question for y'all.
I don't know, man. I feel like this is that one year that I feel like they get to the Sweet 16, or that been some years where they get bounced out kind of unexpectedly.
It depends on who they match up with. Because normally in the beginning, a high seed they're gonna be playing some teams that shouldn't even be there.
Yeah.
So I look at Arizona that possibly could get put out.
I mean, Arizona. I mean, they had a couple of games in the season, where they felt like they were kind of slipping a little bit. But I mean, it's just so tough because I do feel like this year
it's a lot of teams out there that's good.
I mean, that's why I kind of still feel like the team to beat for me, UConn. That's what I was going to say. Right, took it right out of my mouth. UConn, man, best coach team, maybe outside of Michigan State.
Oh yeah, I'm always full.
So I mean. Could be another year where we're like, well, there goes UConn, and nobody's talking about them.
Yep.
Because they kind of sit in, they're not the number 1 or 2. I think they're like number 5 on the ranking. Yep. So they're kind of just sitting there, but they look good. They beat the hell out of what was that game a few games back where they beat St. John's?
Yeah, they lost a couple games they shouldn't have lost.
Yeah.
Early on,
but he's gonna have them ready.
What the hell your St. John and Syracuse gonna do, Red?
Man, I told you. Early in the year, Syracuse, since Boeheim left, they ain't been right since.
Yeah. Well, I felt like they had an identity. Syracuse had an identity back then, and it was that zone
defense.
They can play that 2-3, 3-2 zone, and they had long dudes that were athletes.
They can get in the paint. They have shooters. They have dribble drive, penetration.
Yeah.
A lot of that. They just don't have that size no more, to me. That's the one thing I'm looking at.
So let me ask y'all another question. Who was the Cinderella team for y'all for the March Madness? Somebody who you think is a certified.
By next podcast, I'm going to know.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of.
I don't know right now. I'm going to look, though. I'm going to look.
I mean, could SMU be like a team?
He was kind of up and down. Like
BYU's number 7.
Kid he's nice, but to me, as a team, they up and down.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I'm like, I don't know if you can call SMU. SMU's kind of had a decent season.
And you can't sleep on.
What about Miami?
Miami no. You know what my sleeper team?
Miami's been.
I won't count Florida out. And that's not really a sleeper, but
Florida. Oh yeah, they're number 2 on right now. Currently, they up there. They're number 2 in the South.
So I can't say a Cinderella team. So
right. I mean, let's think. Let me name some teams like St. Louis, and I'm like St. Louis, ETSU, SF Austin, Miami, Ohio.
Yeah,
these are like the teams. High Point.
Yeah, it's hard. Otherwise, I have to look at it. It's going to be somebody that's surprising.
I think
that we ain't even looking
UC
at.
Irvine, Portland State. I mean, those are some teams that are kind of in there right now. I mean, Wright State. I mean, somebody like you said, North Dakota State. North Dakota State's one of those teams. I think last year they kind of had some.
It's only one of those teams that
Central Arkansas.
Knock off somebody big, and then you'll start paying attention to them.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
See how it goes.
I'm with you, Reg. I kind of look like a week or two, and I'm like, okay, who's had maybe a good year, and they just haven't played maybe some bigger teams, but they could potentially match up pretty well. So
what's the first?
It starts like the 19th. I think
19th.
the 19th or 18th or 19th. I
They
think it
should
is.
have a couple play-ins, right?
Well, they have the first 4, and then they have the last 4 in, the first 4 out. They got all that stuff right now. The last 4 in right now is Texas A&M, Santa Clara, VCU, California, or Cal, and first 4 outs Auburn, New Mexico, Seton Hall, and Indiana.
Could be VCU. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean VCU was good when they had my man Shaka. Was it Shaka Smart? Shaka. Is it Shaka Smart? Shaka
VCU
was with VCU. He's not anymore, but Shaka's moved on. So, but I'm saying VCU had that one year where they were really good.
VCU.
Yeah, VCU. Yeah, VCU. Well, gentlemen, we'll move out of the NBA and we'll move on to
the NCAA.
The NBA. Get right into basketball.
Oh, listen to me.
So
they turning the heat up right now.
My Celtics got smoked by the home team.
Let's talk about that because I actually had it on here, man. Look, the Buzz City beatdown.
Yeah, they got in us last.
The Buzz City beat
got in us last night.
118-89, and my goodness,
we tried to make one run. We cut it to about 12, I think, and then it they ran it right back up, and then it ballooned all the way to 30.
Well, I'm gonna be honest, and this is to the Firewoods fan. If you want to see some pure entertainment, tune in and watch the show.
Yeah, they're playing ball right now.
Them boys playing like Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah.
Like when I say they're doing anything they want to do on the court.
Oh man.
And then I was talking to my partner Trues today. Shout out to Trues. I said, bro, how do you go at LaMelo? How do you go at that?
You got to get on him. The only way you stop him, you can't give him no distance. If you give him any space,
when I say he do whatever he wants,
but that 3-point shot he has got is so weird.
It's all over the place.
But it's so weird because he kicks up his leg, that one leg up.
You got to get a guy like that. You got to get on him. You can't.
Yes, sir.
If you ever give him space to dribble,
most people, you game plan for. You say, oh, he like to go left, or he like to go right. He like to do this, like to do that. Melo's shooting off balance shots. He jumping off the left foot, jumping off the right foot. Everything he do is so unorthodox. You can't game plan.
You got to stop it. Only way you stop him, from what I see, you just got to stop his penetration. I'm telling you, if you give him space to dribble,
but he's such a good
he makes his
distributor.
own space.
Well, yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. You got to play. You got to take the risk of getting burnt off the dribble, instead of just letting them, do what he want and then pull up.
But what I always say is the definition of a great NBA player or great college player, anybody, is somebody who can create their own space.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's dangerous.
Yeah.
But
some players, they only can do certain things. They only, they got to catch.
Catch and shoot.
They got to be in a certain position to be effective in the game.
That's why I say
this man right here, he gonna dribble inside, and even if you can be tight defense on this man. As soon as he get inside, he gonna step back out, go back out. He have you going so many different ways.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask y'all is, whenever you look at his handles, right? Who can you compare his handles to? And do you think that he has some of the best handles in the game? Or whenever you look at him, it look wild to you?
Nah, it don't look finesse wise. Nah,
but he's a good assist man, because that's the thing I was gonna say. He will when you do take the space from him, he
gonna go somewhere,
dish it out, and then he's got Kneppel.
Yeah, but when I say when you got to crowd him to make him make a decision, like I said, it's a risk because you can get blew off the dribble too. But if you can get up, if you physical enough to get up on him to make him make a decision.
Mm-hmm.
He'll pass it at times, but if you give him any avenue to maneuver,
yes.
But also shout out to Kneppel, bro.
Yeah,
for sure.
For what he's been able to do in a shorter period of time, the threes that he made, he done did way less games than Steph Curry. So honestly, I'm not saying he's better than Steph Curry by no means. Because Steph Curry, we've seen this man play for a lot of seasons.
He's on his way though.
But
He's on
pace,
his way.
I'm just talking about the pace.
He's on his way.
Don't get it confused, people. I'm not saying he's better than Steph by no means. All I'm saying is the pace that he's on, he in the pace to be a better shooter than Steph in the end, if he continues on the path that he's on right now.
Yeah, it's going to take some, like I said, you got to, like with him, you're going to have to wait till like next year. It's like with the NFL.
Right.
This is his first year. People know his tendencies after this year.
Oh, yeah.
And then you got to, how do you switch it once everybody find out your certain tendency?
Yeah.
How do you switch it and flip it? Not saying that's not going to take away from the shooting,
Right.
but just how he gets his shot off is going to change going into next year.
I think there's just, but the team, even it's just him, because he is a freaking
So we got to give a shout out to Miller too.
Right.
Oh, no,
Miller
playing ball.
Then you got Kobe White, but then you trade for a guy like Kobe White, right? So then you got Kobe White who could start or come off the bench.
Yeah.
So you got, and he can create, and Kobe White can put up 30, 40
Create
points.
Create his own shot,
and
he can
pass.
Listen,
he can give you that work. The best thing they got going for them, they're all fairly young.
Yep.
They got crazy energy, and they got the tough mind state right now. So,
but you know what's crazy?
Diabate's been good.
Yes.
Big
I'm
man.
gonna tell you the biggest thing I love about watching the Hornets play right now, right? They just having fun.
Yeah.
They out there playing. They playing blacktop ball. They just out there having fun like it's a picnic.
And everybody's underrating
the
them.
The coaches letting them play to their strength.
I'll let them do what they want.
Yes, and I feel like they got we're the Hornets, so everybody's gonna. Oh, the Hornets. I mean, last night on the broadcast. Now the Hornets, man, this is crazy. Blah 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 blah. And they're like, man, this team reminds me of the Celtics. And I thought,
but
damn.
the coach is from that tree though.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well, they pulled a lot of the front office. The front office and some of those guys are.
Yeah.
So I mean, the Hornets. But look, I will say this, gentlemen. I told you, I think 2 years ago.
Yeah, we talked about
when we were at the bar, and I said, be ready. I think in the next year or two, we're gonna be talking about the Hornets.
Yeah,
potentially.
Yeah,
but I'm glad that we actually talking about them because we've seen the draft picks they got. They've been getting good players for a long time.
Yeah.
So for them to be in this position they're in right now, I'm excited to see them.
I just think that
they drafted
but
good
this
players.
shows me that, and a lot of people don't agree, but coaches make a difference.
Absolutely.
That coach got them boys playing. Man.
Yeah, absolutely. And they had a vision, and they getting them healthy because that's been the other problem. Was a lot of those guys were getting hurt.
And I'm gonna give another accolade to them. They not bad on defense either. Now they playing defense too.
Listen, and you know what I tell everybody? I say at the end of the day, right? Whenever we watching the Hornets play, all the teams that's picked to go number one, the ones that's picked to win the championship this year, they done beat the hell out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
what's crazy, we always talk about how good OKC's defense is because they pick up and they run 94 feet. They pick your ass up as soon as you put the ball in play. The Hornets are the only team that play with them with the same intensity that OKC play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't care who your team is right now, right? You think your team is goated and they can go all the way. Your team does not want to see them boys in the playoffs because the Hornets feel like they don't have anything to lose. So the biggest thing they going to do, they want to play spoiler for your team.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
And they doing it on purpose. They're like, oh, don't everybody counting us out. Don't nobody think we capable of doing it. So guess what? We playing spoiler. So we're going to try to kill your team. I don't give a damn if you got the best OKC. See them boys in a game that means something.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
You think they're not going to leave everything on the floor?
Mm-hmm. Man,
listen, nobody want to see them boys, man, because
I like the way they're playing right now.
They know everybody counted them out.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got the rookie and you got the rookie of the year.
Yep.
With Knipple.
Baller.
Yeah, he probably a shoe in for that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think there was like the flag, and they were kind of a little bit of back and forth.
The flag injuries probably.
Yeah. Well, speaking about, let's go to the other side of the coin. Tatum coming back. Sounds like this.
Hey, I told you after the All-Star break, he was coming. I didn't say when after the All-Star break.
I mean,
I did say he was
still
coming.
hadn't touched down yet, so it can still be speculation right now. We don't know.
It's breaking news.
No, it's like he's coming back.
Friday.
They say he's coming back, and he said, "Look, he came back." He said it now. Yep,
Friday.
Yeah, he's
we
coming back
see.
against the Mavericks.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in.
Yeah, but I'm not expecting crazy work from him. Just get your feet wet.
Now you ready for this quote?
Down.
Now this is a quote from him. I didn't come back to be no role player.
Hell no, he was never a role player.
So I'm saying, but is Tatum 10 months after in a surgery, and he's saying he don't want to be a role player.
But you can't come back tomorrow and
try to
kill
be the most
yourself.
Dominant player.
But in his mind, it's going to be hard to say like, "Hey, coach, coach can be like, no, I need to sit you for a few minutes."
Okay.
No, he gonna understand that for the first game.
Okay.
The duration, I believe it'll he'll get in and keep going.
Do you remember our wager? Because I don't remember the hell it was, but I know it was something about when he was coming back.
Yeah, I know. I
said after the All-Star break.
All-Star break. Y'all kept saying he ain't gonna play this year, and I said yes, he will.
Well, I said it depended on if you guys were in the dance or not. Like if you guys had a chance to really do anything.
No,
yeah,
but
you got a chance. Yeah, I mean, hey,
the crazy thing is they in the dance without him, right?
Right.
Because we cannot take any credit away from Jaylen Brown because this man is absolutely.
They got him. They got him in the MVP race right now.
Yeah. No,
That's what I'm saying.
Brown been playing his ass off. So, but is that going to mess the chemistry up?
Well, you don't know that until you but you got to play the game.
Yeah,
the only thing that's gonna happen.
You're paying him $300 million. You got.
He come back. He got of course he's gonna be a little rusty because he had been playing at game speed. Game speed is different than playing in the G League or doing.
That's why I said I'm not looking for him to go crazy and play 30-something minutes or something like. Nah, bro.
But I'm gonna give him
a little something and that's it.
In his debut, when he come back, I'm gonna give him 25 points.
Oh, I don't think he's getting
I won't
there.
give him that.
I think he might get 10 or 15 maybe.
I give him 10 to 12.
Yeah.
10 to 12, a couple assists.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him.
I'm gonna say 20.
I'm gonna give him under 20. I'll say under 20. It'll be under 20.
Yeah.
It'll be under 20.
Now, let's talk about the other guy coming back. Well, he came back tonight. Actually, I was going to look up his stats and see how he turned out because he's playing tonight. Cooper Flag, Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
But what was
foot?
It was a foot injury.
Yeah, they lost tonight. He came back, but he had 18 points. First game back, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. I mean, I think there was a lot of talk about whether they should bring him back because at the end of the day, they're kind of nobody's expecting him to go anywhere. They're not really going to do anything. I mean, they're 21-41. But I mean, should he come back? You think he or should have?
You gotta play. You gotta keep your game going. You just can't sit down just because the season ain't going nowhere.
But do you think do you think the Dallas Mavericks brought him back because they were worried about getting fined and start? If he's healthy enough to play, and the NBA is trying to crack down on the.
Yeah, you got to play now. Now you can manage minutes, but to not play you at all, you can't do that. You got to play him. You can manage the minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say you just not play him. You have to play him.
Well, yeah, I think it's gonna be interesting. I mean, obviously, it'll be fun to watch them the rest of the year. But obviously, we'll see what ends up happening for Dallas as they kind of see where they land in the draft. Really, at the end of the day,
trying to shuffle through all the mishaps they've had. Man.
Oh my God, yeah,
Dallas had a lot of mishaps.
Oh, with the Luka trade. Well, I mean, a lot of this came and stemmed from the Luka trade.
The Luka trade,
yes.
Kyrie hurt.
Oh yeah.
Trade get AD.
Trade AD.
Then you trade AD.
He ain't playing this year.
You pick up the number 1 player in the country. He get hurt. A lot of pitfalls, man.
Don't my man supposed to play tonight? I know it's not Dallas, but with the Wizards, Trae Young, wasn't he supposed to make his game?
Yeah.
I don't know if they play tonight. If it ain't tonight, it's I know it was this week.
Yeah. So, well, then we have the next big news in the NBA: Luka versus JJ Redick. A viral clip of JJ Redick and Luka going.
Luka said he wanted the record, man.
Yeah, with the Vando stepping in for the block. Vando like, oh, hey, woo.
But Vando stepped up because he was just trying to calm the situation out the sideline.
Sure.
But Luka has to understand that no one man is bigger than the team. Yeah. And I understand that, you want the scoring title, which he can still get it, games left. But at the end of the day, you talking about, bro, you up 30 points.
Right.
And you still out here risking injury.
Trying to manage your minutes.
I'm not saying, and this is another thing, I'm not saying the Lakers are going anywhere. I don't think they're going nowhere.
Well, how many points did he need? How many more points?
Well, I think he's trying to I think he's trying to make sure he averages a certain point. I don't know exactly what the
if I just need to stand here to hit a couple more jumpers,
I get it.
Get me up out of here.
Well, you got to look at it from both sides.
Oh, for real?
Right.
I agree with you.
But part of the conversation, I think, that people think too, that some of the conversation that JJ had with him was a little bit about, hey, stop bitching on the refs, get back on and get back.
And
right?
You already know that's what he's going to do.
But a lot of
every single play.
Right. And this year, I feel like it was a conversation that in Dallas, this was the thing that people talked about with Luka, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like now it's happening here in LA. Well, not here in LA, but in LA, and people are starting to comment. But the thing is because they're national team, the Dallas Mavericks are a big market, but in LA, it's a bigger market, right?
Everything get magnified in LA. Yeah.
So everybody's talking about it. The media, everybody, is Luka talk too much to the refs? Is he not playing defense? Blah 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 blah. Which I think a lot of that gets overblown. Now the bitching at the refs, I mean sometimes you're like, Okay.
Just let him drink a beer. Let him drink. Let him go back to drinking his beer after the game. He might be all right.
Yeah. He might.
He got a beer bill if he goes back to that.
Yeah, no, I mean, personally, I will say this, and this is just me. I mean, I don't obviously the Lakers, I don't think have the defense to go anywhere this year. I mean, actually, I think
But
the
that's been
Kennard
the
the
issue
Kennard
forever.
pickup has been pretty good.
Yeah,
Kennard's been playing pretty well. But without the defense this year, I think we're really not going to be looking at. But I think there's some cracks in the LA foundation in regards to, is the organization putting the right pieces and do they have the right leadership at the player selection?
I think the biggest thing now we got to admit, and I know nobody wants to see it, nobody wants to hear it,
but it's the truth.
But LeBron, it's time to move on.
It's the truth
because your team is going to be stagnant if not. You got to move on and know that, okay, this is Luka team.
Yeah.
Let's build what we got around that.
Yep.
And move forward because.
Yeah. But I think LA knows that, and I think LeBron knows that, and I think LeBron, I mean, there's been some rumors that LeBron's team isn't happy with that necessarily, but I mean, I think LeBron knows, hey, like that's just the nature of the business.
It is.
Right.
But you got 51 million tied into a guy that can't, they got to manage his load. He can give you so many minutes, and there's some nights where, I mean, you could just see where like LeBron just 41 and he ain't playing defense
and telling you he ain't gonna do it.
Right.
Oh yeah.
See, I think that's the biggest thing. Like, hey, we brought you in here, but now you ain't got to be. I know you're the king, but you ain't got to be saying, man, I ain't about to do so. I ain't 41. I ain't about to.
Right.
I love LeBron, bro. I love LeBron because I feel like he reached heights that is rare. You ain't gonna see nobody do the stuff that he did as far as the longevity and all the stuff, all the accolades.
Exactly what Jordan did. He took the game to a level it had been before.
Yeah.
So you can't knock
he was the
him
next big
at
thing.
all.
Yeah, he was the next big thing
The
after
biggest
Jordan.
issue that I see is everyone's expectation is they still want LeBron to be who he was.
And that's the bad part about, being a superstar like that, because if people saying you sticking around, then you got to show me what you used to do. And that's the hard thing.
If Jordan was to come back to the NBA today in his 60s, they would still want this man to do the same thing he did when
that's what happened when he was with the Wizards.
But
that's what happened.
Right.
That's what happened when he was with the Wizards.
I think it comes down to not just coming back and doing that, right, or what your expectations are, but it's expectations for the money you're making. Because I tell people all the time, expectations come with money. If LeBron was making 15 million, maybe 20 million, and giving them what they give, they'd be like, damn, he's a bargain, he's a deal, blah, 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 blah. Right? You're a deal.
Yeah.
Now, some of the stuff isn't as big of a deal because you're making
for sure
a little bit less money. Your roles, and you probably got some better role players around you, right? But LeBron's making a money as if he is still
okay,
and that's my thing. And now just same way with that,
he still is a star.
Yeah, same way with that.
Sure.
If you were coming off the bench, they probably wouldn't look at the
right.
This
It's like, wow,
way.
what a great bench player, what a role player.
But y'all have to understand, it's two sides of it. Hey, when we talk about the business aspect of it, right?
Sure.
LeBron is still gonna fill the stadium.
Yeah, he's still gonna put butts in the seat.
So I get that 51 million or however many millions they paying him.
Right.
But they're making the money to be able to pay him that. Right.
Well,
maybe you're not getting the production.
Right.
But LeBron James coming to town, guess what? Everybody and their mama gonna be there just because LeBron be there.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
it's the money aspect. No, I'm with you on that. But at the same token, then how do you build a team around a guy that can't give you a $51 million?
Let me ask you this:
player?
Do you think every time LeBron is on the floor, is he giving maximum effort in the games he plays?
I'm not saying that. Okay,
no, that's what I'm asking.
Do I think that he's giving maximum effort? I think that he's giving the effort that he can give at the age that he's at.
So then that should be a player coming off the bench,
right?
And giving you bona fide minutes rather than just being out there.
He should be doing 15, 20 minutes.
That's all I'm saying.
Max,
that's all.
And I get it. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's not going to happen because the ego too big for that, which is understandable and rightly deserved.
But also,
he get to call all his shots. I'm not even going to take that.
Yeah, he earned it
because
he earned it.
He earned it.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
But also, I feel like there's not a single team in the league that LeBron said, "I want to come to your team right now." They would say,
man.
hell no. They say, hell yeah, come over here because they know they gonna make the money.
They ain't gonna pay him $51 million.
Yes.
Joe, listen.
I mean, now could he go to like some off the? Could he come to? I don't know. Let's name a team that ain't really.
Well, let's put it this way. Like how your dream is for him to go back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
What you think Cleveland gonna pay him?
Not 51. They can't afford him 51.
I'm not saying because Cleveland is a different market than LA, so we can't even look at it with the same parameters because it's a different market, right?
But he had the luxury.
What did he make when he went back and won the title? What did he make then?
Well, he was making big money.
One of the highest paid,
right? Yeah. That's what. So they'll find the money.
I get it.
Well, they all got the same money essentially to deal with.
Right.
Yeah,
because they got the cap and the luxury tax. Well, they don't have a cap.
So let me ask you a question, right? Like even when it comes down to the NFL salary cap, right? We know that the beginning of every season, every team is going to get a mandatory. Then it's going to go up even higher to hell, almost $400 million. You're going to get that mandatory before any jersey sales, before any ticket sales, before anything, right? So you telling me if I own a team and I'm like, well, damn, I can make as an owner, I can make $1 billion this year, right? Just off of this season. If I bring LeBron in, I'm gonna make $2 billion.
Oh, you gonna bring him in?
So why would I care about $50 million when I'm gonna make $2 billion?
You might but you might not win.
Exactly what you saying.
It's not about winning because you winning at the bank.
No, I'm saying, but if that's what I'm saying, so the question is, are you winning a title or you worried about winning at the bank?
Which one you choose?
Well, I know what the league would choose. I know the league,
but he'll be happy with just getting the money.
Yes. I mean, I think there's some good organizations. Like, I don't think Boston Celtics are saying, like, if Bron said, hey, I want to go to Boston, he'd say, no, we're good.
No, but look at the contracts that Boston has put out there, bro.
But Cleveland's got the same problem.
Everybody got max contracts, $300 million here, $300 million there.
Right. Like, but they signed a contract, but they got contracts in Cleveland, too. They signed a lot of dudes.
Saying, like, do you think they're giving players $300 million contracts because that's their last dollar they giving out?
Oh, no.
No. I mean, because they bringing the people in.
Sure. But they're also good. The best at their position.
If Boston don't get a ring this year, they still kicked out $300 million to 3 or 4 different players.
Right. And they still making money.
And they still made truckloads of money.
Absolutely. No, I'm not disagreeing with that.
So, man, yeah, I'm upset because I didn't get a championship this year. But, damn, I made billions of dollars.
But my thing is,
I made it.
My thing is going to LeBron. When is enough is enough.
Yeah. No, I think either this year, or if he goes out, maybe it's Cleveland.
But that's what I think. I think he's gonna finish the season with LA, and I think he knows he's older. So I don't even think he's gonna retire. I think that he's gonna finish the season. I think he's gonna retire in Cleveland. I think he's gonna give you one more season in Cleveland. He does.
Maybe.
I think he's gonna retire.
I think he retire. I think if he's got an ownership opportunity, I think he retire.
Stuff going on in LA to uproot again to come to Cleveland.
Yeah, move his whole family and everything. Well, let's talk about speaking of money, let's talk about how about that SGA coat. I mean, you got to have some money to wear something that big, don't you?
He looked like Martin Lawrence in open season. Who's the bear?
It's a shout out to
somebody said he was a Yeti.
To SGA for proving that he might be the most stylish player in the NBA because he be bringing that. And they say every year he have garage sales at his house and he let all the players come and get whatever they want because of all the outfits and shit.
It be designers that want somebody to wear their stuff.
Well, they asked him
willing to do it.
So they asked him where he got the coat, and he said, "I'm a gatekeeper." So he didn't even shout out nobody. So I don't know, man.
Because he want to be 1-on-1.
He trying to talk like, he was trying to do that interview at the end of the game. I was like, what? What'd you say, sir?
I had to keep pulling it
down.
Can't
hardly see this man's face.
I would have been if I was the media, I'd have been fucking with him so hard. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Probably unzipped it. A pound of sweat came off.
Yeah, man, come on. Like, that's crazy. But
the only thing I want to know, I know somebody could have gave it to him, but I want to know what the sale price would be.
Yeah, the worth of
on this jacket. A matter of fact, was it just a jacket? Was it a whole outfit? I don't
know. It's a jacket. It's just a jacket. No, it was just a jacket. Like, he likes fur coats.
It could be worth not much.
Yeah.
It might be worth something now that he had it on.
SGA, be careful. Peter gonna be at it.
Yeah. You better watch out. He'll put some blood on you.
A lot of fur on there.
Yeah.
He'll be after you.
Well, let's jump in a couple last minute segments here, but we're going to end on just some big things coming up. Trade deadline or tag deadline just passed.
Yeah.
Cowboys tagged George Pickens. Jets tagged Breece Hall. Falcons tagged.
Did they tag Breece Hall? I thought they were trying to work out a deal.
No, they tagged him.
Oh, they tagged
at least for now. I mean, unless they work it out. But Kyle Pitts got tagged. And then the Colts used a transition tag on quarterback Daniel Jones.
Yep.
Yeah. Which officially will then allow the receiver. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna forget his name.
For the Colts?
Yes, for the Pierce, Alex Pierce.
They were saying we might be in the mix to trade for Pierce.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Well, you can sign him now. You don't have to trade for him now. So now you can just sign him.
They were saying they was in the mix to try and sign him.
Because I think they thought they were gonna work out something, but it sounds like on an interview that he had recently on TV that he said he's going to go test the market. But $30+ million, and I mean he's a good receiver.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if he's a number one.
Yeah, I don't know about the 25 to 30 million.
I mean they're saying he's going to be 30+. So it'll be interesting.
I don't think we're going to take that chance again. We already got messed over with IU. Speaking of that,
where IU playing at?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know how true this is.
Yeah,
but they were saying that. The story is coming out now through doctors that he didn't. That's what it was. Why they voided the contract. He wasn't following rehab, and now he got major scar tissue in that knee, and he probably won't be able to ever play again because he got so much stuff going on.
So that's along the same lines.
That's what the rumors are. Now, I don't know if that's fact, but that's what they're talking about because nobody's hearing from him nothing. But he disregarded the team's rehab schedule, trying to do things on his own.
That's along the same lines because Diggs was in the same boat.
Yeah.
And I heard he was talking junk, now, about Diggs. Yeah, so I don't really know what he was saying. But
which Diggs you talking about?
Oh, I'm talking about the Diggs. Y'all like
Trevon Diggs?
That's the same one I'm talking about.
Well, now you got, a couple people, let's go, people who didn't get tagged. Kenneth Walker, running back for the Seahawks, just won the Super Bowl. Trey Hendrickson, Travis Etienne, and Odafe Owe. But
Seahawks better sign Walker.
So
other trade.
Speaking of the Diggs, so the Diggs brothers will be both free agents, as one was let go by New England too. So both of them gonna be on the streets. Stephon Diggs is gonna land on his feet now. Trevon Diggs, I mean, I don't know, man.
I think
somebody will pick him up for the low,
right?
It won't be that.
Yeah, maybe like I mean, actually, and then we had some news come out tonight. Sounds like the Texans and defensive end Daniel Hunter have agreed to a 1-year, $40.1 million extension, and he's now the fourth highest paid. 1 year, fully guaranteed $40 million contract. 40.1.
He earned it though.
Had a hell of a year, and they traded for him, so I think they wanted to keep him. And then the Bears just cut Tremaine Edmonds. So Edmonds has been cut.
He's about on his last leg though.
Yeah,
he's been struggling lately.
Yeah,
we got to talk about your man out of. From Detroit Lions.
And then he went
to the Texans. Yeah, that's a good pickup.
Texans. Yeah, I thought it was a bit of an overpay. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a good pickup. It ended up being a 4th round pick and a 7th round pick, but it sounds like another team. Originally, it sounded like a 5th round pick was going to be in the mix, but then another team jumped in, and I sounded maybe like the Giants or something like that. And then they said, "Well, nope, we'll give you a 4th and a 7th."
Yeah, because did Detroit did they sign Diggs? I mean, not Diggs, Gibbs to a long-term deal?
Yes, Jahmyr Gibbs, I believe signed. I want to say last season, or if they're not, they're going to be signing them. So it's going to be interesting. So you got free agency kicking off here coming up. Actually, the legal tampering will start Monday, so you'll probably start hearing some news. But then let's talk about Maxx Crosby. So, folks, for people who aren't like me, and I stick on Twitter, man, because it is. Yes, the wild, wild west. But when it comes to like fluid news,
we got y'all got ESPN and we got Joe
Twitter,
breaking news.
I'm telling you, but because you get some buzz, and there's some like low key guys that aren't Adam Schefter and stuff like that. That'll
a lot of.
But they inside though. They know good stuff. They got.
You don't know who they are because I've never heard of them. So there's like this dog, and he does this thing now where he leaves Twitter. His name's called Ricky Tweets.
Yeah.
But he's just it's a picture of a dog.
Yeah.
And he'll just randomly put out, and I thought it was bullshit, but then this guy, he called a couple of deals that before anybody was talking about it, and all of a sudden you're like, oh, this trade happened?
Hey, he in rooms.
So they're like, I'm like, so who is this guy, right? Who's Ricky? If you know who Ricky is, put it in the comments. He doesn't want you to know who Ricky is.
They'll kick him out the room if they find out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, he's got to be somebody in the know. So Ricky randomly, but then he deletes his account and then he comes back randomly. He hasn't come back yet, but I think he'll be back. Maybe, he'll randomly pop off and say, I'm back. And then he'll say, hey, I think this is what's going to happen. And, all that stuff. So, but there was some talk about Maxx Crosby because Maxx Crosby wants to be traded. It sounds like he hasn't officially gone out to the public and told people he wants to be traded, but I think he made it to the team known that he wants to be traded. I think the Raiders have some mixed feelings about trading him. They kind of have said that, hey, we'll listen to anybody for any trade for any player. But last night, it sounded like maybe the Cowboys were about to land him.
Yeah.
And there was some cryptic, Instagram post. And then we woke up today and it was like, well, they thought they had him, but it sounds like maybe the Eagles, the Bears, some other teams are in on him.
So my question for y'all is, where do you think he'll land?
My honest answer, back with the Raiders, staying with the Raiders.
I mean,
I think they'll figure something out.
Because if it go on too long, hell, it's going to be time for the season to start. And they're going to be like, oh, well,
I think
he's going to keep.
Based on everything I hear from people who know or supposedly know, he's going to get traded, right? It's just right now, the Raiders are on this, we want 2 first-round picks for him.
Right.
And a player, potentially. And they want the Michael Parsons trade. And he's 28, about to be 29, coming off injury, right? So how much, and then you got people like a lot of Cowboy guys I follow, people who are in the know, and they say, well, give them both first-round picks this year because this year's draft, you're not going to find probably anybody as good as Maxx Crosby because the draft, it's not a bad draft by any means, but it's not like, there's no superstars, right?
No.
You watched that combine the other day.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Man, and that's where a lot of these rumors come out of.
Do you see, but this is what I tell people every year, right? We see the combine and we see how it's progressively everyone's getting faster and faster.
Oh man, absolutely.
Faster. And you like
running 4.2s, 4.3s.
And I understand,
4.4s.
This is running a straight line. Football is not played in a straight line.
Right.
We know this, right? But you talking about DN or any defensive player that's running in the 4s.
Yeah.
Then think about back in the
4.3,
day,
4.4. Yeah,
defensive linemen, linebackers. Back in the day, they running
4.9,
shit
4.5.
like that, 5. And now you talking about these boys cracking 4.2s and 4.3s.
Yeah.
Can you imagine somebody coming after your ass like that?
They had some fast ones like Patrick Willis.
Oh yeah, Patrick Willis. Oh, I mean,
they had, but that only one that grabbed my attention, and boy, 49ers if you can get it. That tight end out of Oregon, man.
Oh yeah.
But
you got a couple of them.
So
the
49ers.
Oh, we had 27.
I don't think he'll make it that far.
But
But this is a solid tight end draft. Yeah. So there's still going to be some guys on there that I think I don't know if they'll go.
You remind me of Vernon Davis.
Yeah, a little bit of Vernon Davis, just like an ultra athlete. I think in the Oregon offense, he was kind of limited into what he was done because
they ran the ball.
They just ran the ball.
The saying is, speed will get you paid.
Oh yeah,
I don't give a damn.
I will say
they'll overlook everything.
Oh yeah, but I will say this about the tight end position from history. It is the hardest position to transition from college to the NFL.
Oh, definitely.
It's one of them. Obviously, quarterback's number one because just, there's so much mental game there. But I think one of the other positions that's hard to transition is either wide receiver sometimes. Now it's not as hard as it used to be.
It's all about
tight end.
It's all about the exotic systems these teams running now.
But
I have to be a smart player on top of all the other attributes. You got to be smart.
If we're talking
got
about
the right system.
Wide receivers, running backs, tight ends. Tight end will be the most difficult position to transition like that.
Yeah, because now you got, for one, your tight end got to be able to block well.
Yeah, to some degree.
No, it
depends on the offense too. Yeah, it depends on the offense.
Depends on the scheme.
Well,
like for you guys,
system,
you're gonna have to have. I mean, your wide receivers have to block. There's Shanahan.
You're gonna run McCaffrey. So you got to have somebody who can play. Somebody who can block and give McCaffrey the lanes.
Right.
You got to have that.
Yeah.
Other teams, they don't run that same scheme.
No. Yeah.
So if you don't run that scheme here, you ain't got to be a blocking tight end.
Yeah.
You can be basically you're a wide receiver.
No, I think, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the other one who had a great combine, Sonny Styles, the linebacker from Ohio State. Some talk about him now.
They always breed this type of player.
I mean, right now they're getting all the best talent. I mean, you had Arbel Reese, who a lot of people are debating whether he's going to be a linebacker or outside linebacker.
And that's the other thing, some players will get in the league and they'll transition to a different position.
Yeah, right. And I think, is Arbel Reese a rusher or is he a linebacker? And a lot of people are kind of having debates back and forth about that.
Listen to me though. Reese coming after your quarterback, you in trouble.
Well, let me tell you this. I will say this. When I watch, and I do watch film, and I don't watch film like some guys because it's hard to get college film. But when I watch the only thing about him is they used him in a lot of quarterback spy positions. So they would play linebacker. And so when he was like rushing,
he would play outside.
So he played outside, he played middle, he kind of switched all over, right? Because he's kind of jack of,
he like a
jack of all
like
trades.
Urlacher almost. And when I say Urlacher, I mean he able to move and hit whatever hole he wants to. He's not stationary.
Right. So Urlacher transferred. Urlacher would be more like Sonny Styles because Urlacher, both of them were safeties that converted to linebacker, right? And so that's what I would say Sonny Styles. Arbel Reese is kind of like, kind of in a sense that
rusher.
Yes, potentially. So there's talk about people are saying, could he be Micah Parsons? But the thing is they didn't really rush him like a hard rush, right? A lot of times they would say, hey, spy the quarterback or delay. So a lot of times you would see him stop, like he would rush and you'd be like, okay, let's see what he's going to do. And he would stop. And then he would kind of bounce around. He'd start looking for the either the running back or
what I'm saying is he's faster than Parsons.
No. I wouldn't say he's fat. No, because Parsons coming out of college was 4.3, ran a 4.3 at the combine. So I mean,
Reese was what 4.4.
Reese was like in the 4.4s. Yeah, 4.46. Because actually, him and Sonny Styles and somebody else from Ohio State all ran for like 4.46.
Okay.
So all of them, I don't know. They must be trained with the same person. Yeah. Somehow they magically all landed on 4.46.
All I'm saying is that in the NFL, when your quarterback snapped the ball and you got an edge rusher or a linebacker, and they running a 4.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have no time.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
Yeah.
You have no time.
Yeah.
They're coming for you.
So you're talking about now, like before when we talk about Tom Brady and how fast he get rid of the ball. Now, as a quarterback in the league, you got to get rid of the ball even faster.
Yeah. That's why to me, you got to get your offensive line together. That's your top
Somebody got to
stop
him.
Yeah. I mean, that's the hard part. I mean, in this draft, that's the hard part because really there's like maybe 3 offensive tackles that people were kind of talking about as, potential. Really 2 that people were saying is kind of like guys that can play offensive tackle at a high level. Maybe 3 or 4. I mean, there's there's always a guys they're talking about.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, one thing about offensive linemen, the ones that turn out to be something is the ones that go in the later round.
That's a lot of times. I mean,
absolutely.
Sometimes I will say this. It just depends because some teams are really good at drafting offensive linemen, and there's other teams that just for whatever reason they can't seem to draft the right offensive linemen for whatever reason. I mean, the Giants have taken some stabs and they've had struggles.
As a person that is put in that position to draft offensive linemen and to draft somebody to protect your quarterback, you have to know what you need, right?
Yeah.
So obviously, whenever we look at all the players that's coming out right now, you have to have somebody. Whenever we're looking at the defensive side of the ball, right? We look at all the players that's running 4.4s, 4.3s, damn near 4.2s.
4.5 is even fast.
But yeah, I mean, most of those guys are running 4.5, 4.6.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, if you can't stop that, you are in trouble.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
you're in trouble because now, how many seconds do you give your quarterback if you got somebody hunting the ball,
right,
and somebody hunting your quarterback, and they running a fucking 4.2 or 4.3?
Oh no, absolutely,
that's
yeah, no, 100%.
That's why people don't. The run game is so important.
But
you can run the ball,
and that's been the change. That's been,
and I get it.
That's been the change. The defense has got lighter. You could run. Guys. You got a lot of run and chase. A lot of defenses started getting smaller to match up with the spread offense.
Yep.
But then now the offenses are switching back to the old school, like, hey, run the ball on them because a lot of these dudes in the middle are, not even 300 pounds.
Another question for you, right? Whenever you look at a defensive side of the ball, right? And you talking about the people that you draft as far as the offensive lineman, how much time does your quarterback truly have now?
Probably, I mean, typically your quarterback's what, 2-3 seconds? They want the ball out.
So how fast was Brady?
Out, one of the fastest. Probably like
about 2 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, because Brady, but you look at the offense they ran there.
They ran a dink and dunk. So
dink and dunk
was 2-3 yards.
Yes.
So let me ask y'all another question, right?
Screens.
So if that's the case, and we talk about having a certified running game, why is the running back position not valued more?
What's that?
Why is the running back now? I think now it is. They just with the way the NFL is, it's the longevity of the running back. Why they don't want to pay,
because those guys fall off by like 27, 28.
Like a running back is replaceable,
right? Because the lifespan.
Right.
It's rare for a running back to last
3 to 5 years,
right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Case in point,
might get one contract with
Seattle with Walker, which was a monster, but they ain't signed him.
Right. Listen to me.
I mean, they still might. I mean, we don't know. But, I mean, they'd let them test the market.
All I'm saying is that how does anybody in their right mind not give Walker some money and knowing what he's capable of producing?
I mean, I'll tell you right now, there's already talk that the Giants want him. So the Giants want to bring him in, right? So Kenneth Walker might come to the Giants.
Well, Scatterboo coming back, right? You got Dart out there. Dart, he mobile.
Yeah.
You telling me if you put Kenneth Walker on that team,
but see, that's the thing.
And their defense is good.
But that's the thing.
They got
again. I go back to running backs. You name all the running backs. They are beasts. Yeah. But all of them have missed games.
Yeah, right. I mean, look at. I mean, even say, and then you have like the one.
Walker wasn't missing like that.
Yeah, he was. He
who?
Walker missed a few games this year.
Yeah, he got healthier later in the season. And then Charbonnet got hurt. Right. And then Charbonnet was hurt and out for the playoffs.
It's just It's gonna take a toll on him.
We say Charbonnet got hurt, right? But whenever we was watching this past season, whenever we saw that Seattle was going to the Super Bowl, whenever Charbonnet got hurt, they didn't miss a beat, and nobody was like, "Oh my God, Charbonnet out, now it's over with."
Right.
Said, the shit I said to y'all on the pod.
Yeah,
I said, "Listen, Walker is gonna go out there and do what he do."
But that's why you get. That's why.
No, I knew Kenneth Walker. He was good. He was good at Michigan State.
Because eventually somebody gonna get hurt.
Or they're gonna fall off.
So that's why I said you got two. So
you gotta have a two-headed mom.
Right. So therefore you can balance it out.
Yep.
So if one do get hurt, it's late in the year, which Seattle case it was later in the year. So now you can maintain.
Well, we're gonna have a lot to talk about, especially starting next week. So I feel like next week, probably on Thursday when we do our podcast, we're gonna
see some trades.
We're gonna know of some trades, hear of some rumors, have some signings to talk about. Bless you. Probably some drama to talk about. Maybe we'll be talking about Maxx Crosby and where he's landed.
That's the biggest. That's the biggest headline right now. Is where is Crosby going?
Yeah. No, I agree with that.
Right? Because I don't care what team you got, Crosby is going to be an asset.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because he's showing you that he's still capable of playing. He's going to get after your quarterback. But that's what so many teams need is a dog. And what I tell people all the time, like linebackers, when we talk about all the people on the defensive side of the ball, right?
Yep.
If you have a defense, and I tell y'all this all the time, my strong suit in NFL is a hella defense.
Yeah.
When you got a defense that can get after your quarterback, you got good corners, you got good linebackers, your front four is efficient.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be hard to beat them. And I tell people all the time, do you not understand how hard it is to beat a team that you can't score on?
Yeah.
But come on. But that to me, I think out of all of those, the biggest is the front four. Because you can have average corners.
Yep.
You can have average
safety.
linebackers.
In the past couple of years, we saw that with Philly.
Yeah, that front four solid.
Philly had was they were monsters.
Yeah. You had that front four solid that you can rush just with four. And you got to make the quarterback get rid of it. Now everybody can play tight and watch the quarterback.
Because you know that you can lean on your front four and they're gonna be able to do it. You ain't gotta blitz. You ain't gotta put 8 in the box.
Right.
I got 4 up front, and these 4 that I got up there.
That's right.
If you can't stop them, they on top of you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Well, it's gonna be interesting. So we're gonna have a lot to talk with you guys coming up next week. But let's go with the final pour before we let the fine folks go. And I just want to bring this fine story to you, gentlemen. Fine story. Big headlines. Former Cal State Kevin Mays arrested in a multiple state prostitution ring.
Man, what kind of mess was that?
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Pimping. They said he was
pimping.
Hold on,
time out.
They said he was pimping.
Hold on, Red.
Pimping.
You said, what are we doing?
Yeah,
No,
pimping ain't
he-
easy. No, he does that. Fix it or the whole, and then they find out, and then the police allege he ran the ring, paying for hotel rooms, rental cars, and
Wow.
flights over state lines.
Oh.
Yep, which makes it
Oh,
obviously a multi-state prostitution ring.
Well,
So
he done.
he, yeah,
He done.
Oh, yeah. He'll never be nothing.
him and Shamar was the dude
Yeah.
from Michigan.
Yeah. More.
Shamar
Yeah.
Moore, yeah, Moore.
Whatever his name is.
It's More. Well, either way, they're gonna be still in prison. Hey, the kitty done took him down.
Listen, chat. We're not talking about Shamar Moore.
Not
No.
Shamar.
No,
Moore.
I
That's
know
not
last
Shamar
name
Moore.
Moore.
Yeah, Moore James. Yeah, the more you know.
Last-
Look, I'm
Last
saying the wrong
Moore.
Moore. Shamar Moore. My
Listen,
wife loves you. Don't ever come to my house. 'Cause
always tell people that cat'll take you to the
my wife
moon
would be.
or can take you to the
put her on
depths of
lockdown.
hell.
That's what I'm saying. But
Either or.
yes,
But
yes,
we have known this from the beginning of time.
yes,
A man's downfall.
yes.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like that.
Hey, and if
He
your
and money.
dads, if you're in the car with your kids, you listen to this. We apologize, but kids, go ahead and ask your dad what we're talking about.
He and money.
Just kidding.
Please
Don't
don't
do
ask
it.
your
Don't
dad
ask your
every
dad.
time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
First, 'cause that's what's gonna get you every time. The money ain't gonna get you. It's gonna be that P that gets you.
Yeah,
Every time.
every time. So, gentlemen, we had a great episode.
Yes, indeed.
This one's going to make it out there, folks. Ron,
we got it.
we're going to pull
Everything is
one up.
correct.
Thank you, Ron. Thank you again to our sponsors, the Our Town team, the Carolina Living Associates, for all your real estate needs. James, why don't you tell them about our other sponsors?
All your custom builds, all your repairs, your Mercedes, your BMWs. Everybody's scared to work on them. I tear them down, put them back together.
Even your Ford Pinto.
Whatever.
Oh, not the Pinto.
And My Perception LLC for all of your custom apparel.
I can't. Hey,
Absolutely.
we're going to have some of that apparel here soon. We're going to get it up on there so you can see it on the screen. Thank you guys again for joining us. Again, we apologize.
Share, and subscribe.
Yes,
man.
please.
What's wrong with showing some love?
Show some love.
What's wrong with showing some love? Man?
Show the
Show
love.
some love. And matter of fact, when this drops, make your stick, pour your drink, sit back, and watch the episode.
Absolutely.
Indeed. Do
Give
that.
us all your feedback. We love to hear
Indeed.
from you.
We'll take it all.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hold on. Cheers.
Cheers.
To the poorhouse. Ron.
To the poorhouse.
Cheers.
Ron.
At will.
At will.
At will. Let's go. Give them the government name. We out.
Adios.